Hello, this is David Taylor at Web Media in Chester, and today I want to share with you 4 or 5 of what I consider to be must-have plugins for any WordPress website. So here we are in the dashboard of a WordPress site, and I'm going to go to plugins and load the plugins that are on this site. And the first one that I want to flag up to you, which I find incredibly useful, is this one, Duplicate Post. By the way, all these plugins are free, which makes them even more attractive. So Duplicate Post here by Enrico Bertocci. This is a great plugin, and if I go to the list of pages on this site and hover over a page, you'll see that one of the options here is to clone the page, and if I click on that, it will create an exact copy of that page and present it underneath in draft format. So if you spend a lot of time designing a page and it's looking really nice, and you'd like another page on the site with many of the same design features or layout, then this will save you having to design that new page from scratch. Really is a wonderful plugin, and one that I've used many times, and that is Duplicate Post. So let's just get rid of that for a moment, and let's go back to the plugins list. The second one I want to promote to you is Broken Link Checker. And again, if I go back to the dashboard, what this does when you install it, if it creates a little dialog box on your dashboard here, and it will constantly monitor all the links on this site, and if any of them change from working to broken, it will inform you. Not only will it inform you in this little box on the dashboard, but it will actually send you an email to whatever email you have put in the settings general area here. So again, you need to know if your sites, your client sites, have broken links on them, because that affects SEO as much as usability. And that is a fabulous little plugin that will help you keep a track almost on autopilot of any broken links. So that's number 2, Broken Link Checker. Back to the plugins list. And number 3 is Disable Comments. Now, you may have a WordPress site and you may find that you are constantly having to monitor or erase comments from spammers, people who leave spammy replies on your blog posts that drive you absolutely mad. And really, as a matter of course, these days I install this plugin, this free plugin, Disable Comments. And if I go to the settings for this, it gives you a number of options of where you can disable comments, but actually I tend to go for this first option of everywhere, and click that and save changes. And that will take out of your blog posts the ability for someone to leave a message on a blog post. It will also stop unmoderated comments building up in your comments section. And in fact, as you can see, there isn't a comments tab. It actually removes the comments tab completely from your menu. So some people would say, oh, well, that's going to put people off for leaving a comment. But to be honest, the last time I had someone leave a genuine comment on one of my blog posts was probably 18 months to 2 years ago. So I think the trade-off is that it's just not worth it. So unless a client specifically wants the ability for people to leave comments, I use this plugin. And there are actually other ways of leaving comments. There's a plugin that you can get called Reviews, where where you can set up a reviews page and actually encourage your customers to leave a review using that plugin. So go check that one out. But this is disable comments, and if I go back to the plugins installed page a second, you can see that that is by Samir Shah, and it's a great little plugin. So we've had broken link checker, we've had disable comments, we've had duplicate post, and we've had the next one is Easy Updates Manager. Now, Easy Updates Manager actually helps you control auto updates. Auto updates come from WordPress itself, and also can come from things like your hosting company when they make updates to cPanel or other server software, and also you can get updates from your design theme, your WordPress design theme. And the problem with these updates is that they can actually create a conflict with your website and lead to your website stopping working, and you don't even know about it. So my approach right now is to install this Easy Updates Manager by MPS Plugins, and if I just go to the configure for a second, you can see the global settings. This first setting you change from enabled to disabled, and then you save the changes down here, and that will override all settings and stop any kind of updates from WordPress core, from plugins, from themes, and anywhere else. And that will stop the conflict happening. Now, you're probably going to say to me, yeah, but that means my copy of WordPress is going to get out of date. And that is true, and what it means is that probably every year, maybe 2 years, you're going to need to speak to your web designer and back up the whole website, and then update your version of WordPress and potentially your plugins. But make sure you've got a good backup, because if for any reason there is a conflict between the new version of WordPress or your plugin updates and your design theme, then you can basically restore the backup site while you sort out what the problem is with that, and you may well need some help from your web designer to look at those conflicts. So there we go. That is 4 must-have plugins for WordPress sites that I think are absolutely essential. I hope that's helpful to you, and we'll see you next time for another video from Web Media Chester.